Trainingstronics here with 10 frequently asked questions about loco decoders. Here I've got a Digitrax one. It cost me £16.55 from the Peterborough exhibition yesterday, but when this is uploaded it'll be a few days, depending when I do upload it. So yeah, after a lengthy break after my exams, I'm still revising for them though, so let's crack on. What is a decoder is the one I mainly get asked. A decoder is a device you have to put into your locomotive, whether it be DCC ready or you have to hardwire it to operate the locomotive using a DCC handset, unless you've got one that is compatible with analog. So, next question is, how do I know which loco decoder I need to install? Right, this is a tricky one. You can choose any loco decoder you want. See, I've got a Digitrax one here, extra small for small spaces. I'm putting in my 56XX GWR locomotive. Certain Helsian model, for instance, can't use the Hornby one as it needs more power. Most Batchman diesels, apart from the 08, the 03, that's it. They all take 21 pin, apart from the 03, which is a 6 pin. I'll be doing a video on that, and a 21 pin. I'll be doing a video on that. See, this is the 8 pin version. I can just show you there. So yeah, so you need to make sure you read the manufacturer's advice. Can two loco decoders have the same loco address? In short, yes. But it's very difficult, as if you were to have sound on both, and say one was an 08 and a 60, they will both start up, they'll both honk their horns, and it's very difficult to control. If you want to do double heading or consisting, or maybe even triple heading, what you then have to do is read up on your manufacturer's instructions, what you got. Then you have to look what buttons you have to press with this Hornby Select. You do some buttons. I've not done any consisting yet, or double heading, is whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so you just have to use the manufacturer's advice. But when you're programming it, make sure you've got all of the locos off the track, as it will program them all. Fourth question. What is a function-only decoder? A function-only decoder is something that's only got one function in it, whether it can turn on and off something. So one thing you can use a function-only for, let me just say, a function-only decoder will not control anything other than accessories. It won't control your motors, your lights. You need a proper loco decoder, such as that. Usually I recommend, if it's just a simple loco and you're not going to be running it, you're going to be just running it round and round, and you've got quite a bit of space, I recommend using the Hornby one. However, if you've not got much space, try and get one that is extra small and got a sleeve over it. There. Got a sleeve over it. Let's see if you can just focus. So it doesn't actually short it out if metals, because that's the most dangerous thing with decoders. Static electricity and it touching a live wire, and it will short it out and you will need a new one. By the way, this Digitrax one comes with a guarantee for a year, so if anything goes wrong and you've got this decoder, you can just send it back and they'll give you something else. So a function-only decoder, went off track there, will control only lights in the unit, a smoke generator, a Soothe smoke generator, they use them. Olivia's trains are now doing that. Yeah, so it's basically something that you control your lights for on your carriages or your DMUs or EMUs if you've got any. Next one. Do I need to remove the capacitor from locomotors? When you're putting in a normal one that's got a socket, no, don't do it, as you'll be, how can I put it? The manufacturer's guarantee will be unvalid anymore, as you've might have breached the guidelines. However, if you are hardwiring one in, which is you've got no socket on the end, you can remove them, but make sure you do know what you're doing. Go onto some site like Broomsgrove Models. They do an excellent website for decoders, especially hardwiring them. This is another one, and there's another one after this. It is very similar. What does the term DCC ready mean when it's on a loco cell? DCC ready means it's acceptable for a 6-pin, 8-pin or 21-pin. Halogen are moving towards a 21-pin as the standard 8-pins aren't producing enough power. But you can still get a lot of their locos that are still 8-pin, e.g. the 26s and the teddy bears, the 15s and the 17s I believe. Don't quote me on that. Also, with Hornby, all their locos apart from their sound locomotives are 8-pin. So go ahead and knock yourself out. Have a play around with the decoders, see which ones you like. Now the Batchmen, they use a range of all 3 decoders. You've got the O3s, which I've already talked about, which is 6-pin. You've got Panniers, Ginties and any small shunting locomotives. They're usually 8-pin. Now, before the new packaging, which I think was brought out in 2009, don't quote me, most of them were 8-pin. So another thing to look at, and your larger locomotives, your 37s, your 47s, your 3000 rods, your A1s, anything like that, your B1s, they will be 21-pin more than likely, but with Batchman, comes on the side with what pin you need. Another one, what does DCC fitted mean when it's on a loco? DCC fitted means it's just got a chip already pre-installed in it. You don't need to do nothing, you don't need to put a chip in, unless you want to put sound in, which then you need to find out what your sound, your pin is. If it's 21, 8 or 6, put the sound plug in, then it should lead to a decoder and a speaker. It's dead simple to do, and when I have got one, because I'm not going to get them straight away, what I'm going to do, I'll show you how to put one of those in. But there is one thing you've got to think about sound decoders, is you've got to have a space for the sound to escape, as it might not sound right. I'll put the words like that. Yeah, so DCC fitted means it's already got a chip pre-installed in it. It's usually just a standard Hornby or Batchman one. They're okay, but they're not the best. Digitracks are a really good make. Also, Gagemaster is. You've got DCC Concepts now, and you've also got Look Pilot. They're another amazing brand. Next question. What are CVs? CVs are comparison or something values. You change them like your speed steps. You can change your speed steps to whatever your heart desires, whether it's a shunting, you might only want to put it in yard mode, so it only has a maximum of so many steps. But make sure you read up on your loco's instructions, if it does include speed steps, what is the lowest and what is the highest. With this you can go up to 128 speed steps from 14, and 20 steps can also be used on this one. What is a bus? A bus is not a vehicle, well it is a vehicle, but in modelling terms this isn't so much to do with DCC, it's more to do with the wiring aspect of it, of your controller, but I do get asked it a lot, so I thought I'd answer it in this. A bus is a wire that takes, say from, maybe you've got a Prodigy, Gauge Master Prodigy. What you plug into your base unit and you plug into your controller, that is your bus wire, which relays information back and forth between the bus wire to make sure the controller understands it. So yeah, this has been Traintronics on DCC. 10 frequently asked questions about DCC. So I'm going to be doing another video. I've also had a mini update. I've moved from Scottish diesels to GWR steam. It's quite a jump, but I'm enjoying it more. I've got a bit more space to move, and also I just enjoy it a little bit more because I'm a bit sick of the modern diesels. Sorry for you people out there wanting diesels. I am going to be doing a video on the GWR gas turbine, however, but don't forget to comment, like, dislike. If you're going to dislike, tell me what I've not done very well, or ask me anything that I haven't covered. Now I'll tell you straight away, as I'm quite knowledgeable on DCC. I had to teach myself. Unfortunately, I've not got one of these amazing people who know it. But yeah, don't forget to like, dislike, comment and subscribe if you want to. Don't just keep tuning into my videos. And also I've passed the 1,000 video views mark, which is a big thing for me, and I've got 15 subscribers. So thank you for people who've stuck with me, and see you next time.